Here we are.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Calypso Cigar Review Minisode. And today we're reviewing something that was sent to us by one of our listeners, Nikon Nut.
So he's
Can you
nuts
guess?
about Nikon, huh?
He likes Nikons, yeah. I'm a Canon guy, so me
You're
and
a
him,
Canon
we don't
guy.
really
So
see eye to
how
eye.
do you even know each other? Then?
He's from Stogie Friends, yeah.
Oh,
So he's
hi,
one of
guy
our
from
listeners, and I had posted up that I was looking for some of the seasonal cigars, and he had a couple of the CAO Evil Snowman and Angry Santas, and he sent us two of each for us to review. So thank you, Nikon Nut from Stogie Friends. This is the CAO Evil Snowman. It's a 6.5 by 52.
Mm-hmm.
There was only 1,500 boxes of this made. It's 14 in a box, so it is very limited.
Yeah.
And this is apparently based on the La Traviata blend.
Oh, I like the La Traviata.
Yep. This is the Maduro, but it's basically the best primings possible. So it's La Traviata with the best primings.
Wow.
So
That's
it's
La
supposed to be
Traviata
even-
on steroids.
Yeah, it's like La Traviata 2.0.
On steroids.
Yeah, definitely. So that's
2.0.
cool because we're fans of La Traviata, so that's
right.
good. And it's supposed to be a wrapper on this is a Connecticut broadleaf, binder is Honduran, and the filler is a combination of Nicaraguan, Dominican, and Piloto Cubano. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. I'm going to
So-
cut. I'm ready to cut.
Yeah.
With our with our Monte Cristo cutter donated to us by Altus.
A little bumpy. It's a pretty bumpy cigar. It's very toothy, I would say.
A little crunchy when I cut it, though.
And the band is gigantic. It is a big giant
That's
picture
the
of an
second biggest band I ever
evil
saw.
snowman on the band. So it's a very cool band.
Damn, you talked over my Get Smart line.
I did. Sorry, I'm sorry about that.
It's the second biggest band I ever saw. You know, you'd always say that. No one would ever say, well, what's the first? You know?
What's the part? Yeah. So this, I mean, this could be like a window sticker on your car. It's huge. Look at that.
Could actually be a name tag or something.
Yeah,
Right there.
that's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
It's a neat looking little design on the evil snowman there.
Not bad.
Very shiny cigar.
I'm more of
I
a
mean,
Kodak cool kind
You're
of
more
guy.
of okay. It's a lot of shine on that. It's got some, like, you can see it in the camera. It's like just wing.
Wow.
And look at that. Look how it reacts to the light.
Yeah, I'm losing my cap.
Wing, wing.
I lost some of my cap.
Did you really?
A little fadey. Or a little crunchy.
Well, you know, these have been in the humidor since December. I got these about December 18th.
Our Royal Gold lighter.
And I didn't want to. We had so much going on in December and January that I just couldn't get to them. I really wanted to be doing the seasonal smokes in the season, but it just didn't happen. So
Well, we've had a lot of snow lately, so
Yeah.
that helps.
But also that gave these time to rest. So these have been kept at 65 RH, 70 degrees. So
The cold draw was tight, but I'm getting smoke, and I'm getting waftage.
to use the term from Todd Vance, which we are now going to use on a regular basis.
Absolutely. You're going to hear waftage a lot. A lot.
That's pretty sweet.
Very
on
cocoa-y, boy. It's got
Yeah.
a lot of cocoa. Man.
Yep. I'm looking forward to the light here. So cocoa-y off the start for you. And for me, it was just it's a very sweet Maduro flavor on the cold draw.
No, the cold draw was just a Maduro, straight up tobacco. But
Yeah,
this is,
yeah.
But when I've already taken a couple puffs, and it is cocoa-y. And it does have nice waftage. Nice.
Excellent. Always good to have nice waftage.
That was a fun episode with Todd. If you haven't seen it, go back and listen to the AJ Fernandez Mayimbe interview with Todd Vance, our most popular guest.
Which is that cigar kicked my ass. It really did. It was
And mine,
white
and
bowl.
Nate's, and Todd's. And that was a badass cigar. Getting that cocoa? Yeah.
Yeah.
You getting the waftage like I'm getting? Is that Nate's
There is
nickering
waftage.
over there?
Yes, there is definite waftage on that. You got smoke coming out of both ends. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Nice. So what have you been up to, Brandon? It's a mini-sode, so we get to do some banter.
I was not prepared for that.
You weren't
All
prepared
right,
for banter?
and now we'll be back for the second third.
I can always banter.
Yeah, I
I'm a
know,
bantering
it's not
fool.
Well, man, let's see. What have I been doing? Smoking cigars. Quite a few of them.
Quite
I've
a
done
few
some
cigars.
quickies without you.
You're always doing quickies
Yeah.
by yourself.
At least a couple times a week when everybody's asleep.
There you go. Nice. So,
Yeah. No, I did a couple of cigar reviews. They'll be online soon, so I don't want to reveal what they are. But I had some pretty darn good cigars recently, and the weather's been nice.
Nice.
So I've been opening the windows and just airing out the house and, just enjoying the weather change. We went from, in the 30s to 64
now it's
in
like,
the
it's
matter
like
of a couple of
75
days. I know.
yesterday, huh?
So, yeah. I mean, I actually opened up all my humidors. opened the windows. It was a little humid outside, so it was like 70 degrees in the house and 70 humidity. A little bit higher than I like on the humidity, so I lowered the windows a little bit, knocked it down to about 67, which was nice. You know,
Not bad.
left them open for a couple hours, just aired them out, which is always good if you don't do that for your humidors. Definitely air them out every once in a while just to get the stale air out of the humidor.
And it prevents mold. It helps to prevent mold, so that's a good thing. The prevention of mold is really
it's
a good
paramount
thing.
in
Yes,
owning
it is.
cigars.
Not only that, it's really important.
Yeah, which is the same as Paramount.
I didn't realize that.
That's why Paramount Pictures is so important.
Is that why? Okay.
Plus, they got a big mountain.
Yeah, is that Everest or what is that mountain?
I don't know. I thought it was just a mountain. It was
Just a fake mountain that they drew?
Yeah, it's a fake mountain. I don't know. Who knows?
I hate fake mountains.
I liked it. I liked how they used it in the Indiana Jones movies. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
When they had the first one, it's the mountain in the background. The second one, it's the guy's hat. Or, I don't know what the hell it was in the second one. Oh, it was they had the fake mountain on the big gold dial.
That's right.
And then the third one was something.
Is Paramount still around?
I think so.
Because a lot of those studios from when we were growing up are gone. Like TriStar's gone, Orion's gone.
New Line.
New Line?
Yeah, they
Jeez.
got bought out by Time Warner.
Yeah, jeez. Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
I just watched the documentary. Yeah, I just watched the documentary about the Nightmare on Elm Street series, and they talked about how it was really kind of New Line Cinema was built on Freddy Krueger. That was really kind of what put him on the map.
Yeah.
And they became a big deal, and that's what allowed them to do, to get Oscars and do the Lord of the Rings series, and then out. So it's like, wow, you do all that, and you go through all that trouble to make a company that people respect, and then you get bought out.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah, well, it's a business. Businesses come and go.
What do you think of this so far?
I like it so far.
Yeah.
I'm getting. I've hit a couple of voids already, though.
Have you really?
Yeah.
I haven't hit any voids in. I'm getting like it's like a sweet Maduro. The very earthy.
Earthy, leathery chocolate.
Yeah, I haven't had a La Traviata. This is making me want a La Traviata again. I haven't had one of those in a while.
I haven't either.
I
really
typically like
it,
the natural more than the Maduro in the La Traviata, but
that's
being
good.
that this
Yeah,
is
that
higher
La Traviata.
primings-
La Traviata's I've always liked it. It's a really good cigar.
That's good smoke. CAO does some things right. La Traviata is one of them.
Yes, they do. From time to time, they hit a home run.
But now they aren't really CAO anymore. CAO now they're
General owns them.
General, yeah.
But what are you gonna do? Once again, somebody overtakes another. That's capitalism at its best.
That
right
is
there.
capitalism at its best. Yeah.
Yep.
That's Beth.
At its Beth. Beth, I hear you
It's
call.
capitalism at its best.
So what were you saying about ugly lesbians? No, I'm
Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
There's no such thing as an ugly lesbian.
Somewhere, another lesbian thinks she's beautiful.
That's right.
And that's a beautiful thing. But there's a lot of ugly ones. And they have hair like grandmas.
Grandmas.
Yeah, the real short crop. You ever notice that when women get
Yeah.
older, they just go automatically to the short, close crop hair?
Some do.
What is that? What is that about?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is. What
Laziness.
Is it that, or is it their hair gets so fucked up that they can't deal with it?
I don't know. I mean, most people I know.
because guys don't do that.
I traveled in a lot of my life in a vain crowd.
Okay.
So any of the older women that
So you
I
were
was
the ugly
around,
dude in the vain crowd?
Yeah, probably. A lot of ugly dude every time. Anyway, but a lot of the women, like my ex-wife was older than me, and her friends were obviously her age, and they all kept themselves in tip-top condition. I mean, they worked out 3-4 days a week, stayed in great shape, still wore the same pant size they wore in their 20s. I mean, so this is the crowd I traveled in.
Fuck those
So I don't see the women get the short cropped hair. I mean, I've seen them out in public,
Yeah,
but in
yeah.
my own personal experience, I haven't experienced that.
Yeah, there's a ton of them out there.
But now I did see I used to work for this company, and I had to go around. You've all heard of them. They went down under way several years ago, and one of the biggest collapses ever. But anyway, what I would do is go to small businesses and sell, get them to switch their electricity over to this giant company that's no longer around. Enron. Anyway, and one day, so I'm there, and it was at a beauty salon, and I have to wait for the owner. She's doing a perm or something, and she had the Jerry Springer show on, and it was, I'm married, but I want to sleep with a woman. And so they had this guy on there with this girl, and the girl was really cute. And so the guy was like, yeah, they'd filmed this one part before, and then they filmed it. So this was him, and he's excited. He's like, yeah, you want to be with another woman? This is great. Hell yeah, blah, blah. So then they bring the girl out. Now it's back to present day, and they're going to bring the girl out that she slept with. And it was a fat chick with the spiky hair, tattoos, and nose rings, and he got fucking pissed. He stormed off the stage, and He just said, "We're done. I'm divorcing you. Done." She's like crying. She's like, "You said I could." He's like, "She was supposed to be hot." It was so hilarious. I was laughing my ass off.
Wow.
And I didn't blame him. I was on his side.
She looks like my Uncle Cecil.
Uncle Cecil.
I don't know. I'm just throwing a name out there.
Uncle Cecil.
She looks like Big Brown Jim.
Big Brown Jim 2 times in a row. All right. Yeah.
God,
oh, man.
That's
Jeez.
horrible. Yeah, if you're lesbians, ladies, if you're going to go lesbo, make it a lipstick lesbo.
Yes.
Do us
yes,
all a favor.
Please. Help us all out.
It's much. We're going to get so much hate.
Ellen DeGeneres or better. You know what I'm saying? It has, you have to go, because Ellen's actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
Especially in her younger days, she was really hot.
Yeah, and she's hilarious. If I didn't have a job and I was stuck at home during the day, I'd watch that show because she's entertaining.
She's very entertaining. She's fun. She's happy, and she's lesbian. Did you know that?
I did.
Yeah.
I did know that. Yeah. She was
So,
married to a hottie for a while there, Portia de la Rossi. Hottie.
Yeah, I've heard that they're getting ready to divorce or something.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Portia married her for her money.
Probably because Portia only had Ally McBeal money
and
Arrested Development money, which didn't last long. I think that's back though, right? It's on Netflix or some shit. Yeah.
But no, I always thought Ellen was kind of cute back in the day. When she had her show. I mean, her TV show.
Yeah, the Ellen show.
Ellen that Howard Stern called Vagina Feld because he said it was a female Seinfeld.
Yeah, I can see that.
Funny.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Vagina Feld. Wow.
Nice. All right. Well,
that's why he's the king of
media.
whatever the hell.
All media.
All
That's
media.
what he
There you
thinks.
go.
Yeah. I miss his show being on when it was on regular radio.
When it was
you
free.
could listen to.
Yeah.
But,
back when you could listen to it without paying somebody.
Baba Booey.
Not that I wouldn't mind being on, Sirius or
Sirius or
XM.
XM wants to hire us.
You guys want to hire us? It'd be great.
Us.
We'd love to have a show. Woot.
We can talk blue like
yeah,
nobody's
and
business.
we'll do it for nothing. Well, not nothing.
We'll do it for like a tenth of what Howard Stern's
Yeah,
making.
just yeah, mostly me. You just give him a little bit.
Yeah, right.
All right, so it is a Minisode. So we're gonna take a little break. We'll come back for the second third of the CAO Evil Snowman.
Oh.
We're back.
Yes, we are.
We are back.
Do you like how I made it look like I was going to say something really cool
We're
and then
back
said nothing?
for the second half. We scoot our chairs.
We're back right now. Yeah.
All right, let's start.
That's a paradigm shift right there.
All right, everybody, we're back for the second third of the CAO Evil Snowman.
Yes, you're smoking yours way faster than I am.
Am I?
I had those couple of voids, and that slowed me down, but it's changed a little bit. It's mellowed out. Mm-hmm. Not that it was ever really strong to begin with, but still a lot of chocolate, a lot of earth.
Yep.
A little spice.
Getting a lot of leather on mine. Retro hell spicy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
I did it off camera. My nose is still running from it.
Ah, spicy retro hell. Evil
Spicy.
Snowman. Indeed.
Did you ever see that movie Jack Frost?
I did.
God,
I
that movie's
tried to
bad.
put that out of my memory.
Yeah.
Is it
Shannon Elizabeth was in it at least, so that's cool.
Yeah. Why? I don't. Okay. That movie was horrible.
Yes, it was.
And it was advertised as this family movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going to be a cute movie where the guy's father comes back as a snowman. That movie's fucking depressing.
Oh, that one. I was talking about the slasher.
Oh,
Jack
no,
Frost.
I'm talking about
The Michael Keaton one?
Michael Keaton one.
That was bad. With Kelly Preston and everything.
Yeah.
And by the way, we've never addressed her. At one point, one of the hottest women on the planet.
Dude. She was in a movie.
Twins.
Yeah,
So
but
great.
no, she was in a movie where she's like full frontal butt and everything, and it was fantastic. It was like a coming of age movie.
Mischief.
Oh man, she was hot in that.
And it
You
starred
guys-
the kid that he was the kid on Golden Pond, and he was
Yep.
in Mischief, and that's about
That
it.
was
You ever
it,
saw
yeah.
him?
Yep, that's because
Yes.
he got a boner when he was doing that scene.
She
And you
looked
can't act.
so good.
you get
He was
boners.
dating her at that time.
No, he was not.
Yes.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
Doug McKeon, that was his name.
Now she's
And
married
that's where
Now she's married to that gay
John Travolta. She's his beard. She's his beard. Because there have been rumors about her being seen out in public making out with people.
Yeah.
You know, she was with Charlie Sheen at one point.
Who wasn't with Charlie Sheen? at
And
one
she
point?
was with, what's his name? God, I'm never going to remember his name. It's an actor, and he's been some stuff. Anyway, she broke up with this guy because he shot her in the arm.
What?
Yes. What was
Wow.
his name? Oh, crap.
Who has Kelly Preston dated? Let's see.
She
John
was,
Travolta. That doesn't tell me shit.
Who has she actually slept with? Because she hasn't slept with John Travolta.
Probably not. She's Hawaiian.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure. Well, she was born in Hawaii. She's not
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
She was born there.
Yep. But she dated John Travolta. Well, John Travolta is obvious. Kirstie Alley. Wait, what? What?
This is Scientology people.
Yeah, George Clooney.
Okay.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Luke Perry.
Yeah.
And John Travolta.
Now there's another guy, and
Kevin Gage.
That's it, Kevin Gage. He's the one that shot her in the arm.
What?
Yeah.
What a dick. He looks like a dick. Look at him.
He's a dick. He's a good actor though. He's kind of got that candy cane kind of voice.
Who the hell? I don't even know this guy.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in this movie, really good.
this whatever that popped up on the I guess Who's Dating Who is the site. Who's dated who.com. 54, birthplace, whatever, hair color, bald.
Nice. You're kind of growing with that hair color, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, he's only dated Kelly Preston apparently, because after you shoot someone, I think you kind of
there was
are
this
off
movie
the dating grid, maybe.
Yeah. There was this movie called I don't remember, but
it's bound to be IMDb on this guy, Kevin Gage.
Because he basically it's these kids that are at one of their friends is rich and he's got a lake house and he invites all his friends over, and Kevin Gage starts fucking with them, and basically it's a game of you have to kill who I tell you to kill, and whoever is the last one standing lives. So it's basically he turns all these people in the house against each other.
Oh wow,
it's a really good movie.
Apparently he's an actor, producer, writer. So look at that. He's a multi-talent.
Multi-talent.
Produced 2 movies, acted in 57, wrote 1. That's barely a multi-talent. Mm-hmm. It's like a pseudo multi-talent.
It means he dabbled once.
He dabbled, yeah. He's in the new Banshee TV series, which I've heard things about but I haven't seen. He does a lot of video game voices. Mm-hmm. The Killing Jar was his most recent full-length film.
Yeah.
Laid to Rest. Kill Theory, maybe that's the one.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Good movie. You should actually watch that. That's
Cosmic Radio, Big Stan. I saw him in Big Stan. Unfortunately, I saw Big Stan. Don't ask me why, but my wife likes Rob Schneider for some reason. Making copies. Sting-a-ling-a-ding-dong. Knock Around Guys. That's what I remember him from. Ticker, Blow. He was in Blow. Mm-hmm. He's in quite a lot of Strangeland. He was in Strangeland with Dee Schneider. Yeah. Our buddy Dee Schneider.
Who we're going to meet soon, hopefully.
Yep. G.I. Jane, Con Air, Nash Bridges TV show, Heat, Renegades.
There was a movie like
The Burbs. He's in
kind of similar to The Last House on the Left title that he was in. And it is an exact ripoff of The Last House on the Left.
Is it really?
Yes. And Stallone's son, the one that's dead.
Yep.
Produced it or wrote it or something.
I have no idea what you're doing.
Last House in the Woods, I think.
Last House in the Woods. No.
Something
really?
like that, a series.
Wow. That's horrible.
And it was supposed to be a sequel to Last House on the Left, and then they thought, no, this movie stands on its own. We can just make it its own standalone movie. It doesn't stand on its own. It's the same fucking movie.
The remake of Last House on the Left was really uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. I mean,
it was. Well, the first one wasn't a
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the first one. I mean, you watch the first one now, and it's not as. The second one's really brutal. And what's funny is like most of the guys in Last House on the Left, the remake, are doing comedy on television now, which is really weird. Because like the main bad guy in that is on Raising Hope, and then the other bad guy from that was in Raising Hope as well, playing his cousin or something.
Who was the dad? The dad's someone.
Yeah, he was someone big. I don't.
Monica Potter was the wife. She's kind of a babe.
Yeah.
She's kind of a blonde Julia Roberts, only prettier than Julia Roberts.
Doesn't have the horse mouth.
No, almost horse mouth, but not quite.
Last House in the Woods. Yeah, there it is. God. Last House on the Left, 2009. Let's see. We had Monica Potter. Tony Goldwyn was who doesn't really do a lot of acting here.
But he's good in everything you see him in.
Garrett Dillahunt is the guy I'm talking about. He's on Raising Hope. And right. After you see him in that, like seeing him in that and then going to Raising Hope, it's like, that's the creepy guy from Last House on the Left. Oh. He's playing this fun dad.
Now, there's one scene, spoiler alert, but nobody's ever going to see this movie.
Ricky Lindholm, who's a comedian chick, she was one of the
bad
bad guys in Last House on the Left.
Yeah. Okay, wow.
She's like total straight up
There's
comedian.
A scene in Last House in the Woods that I couldn't even handle. I mean, I watch horror movies, and I'm going to tell people because don't watch this movie, period. But Kevin Gage is on top of this chick, and he cuts her nipple off.
Ouch.
And then sucks it. It's like, that's the most disgusting thing I ever saw in my life. Yikes. And it looked so realistic. It was so real. I was like, it was disgusting. So do not watch Last House in the Woods.
I just threw up my mouth a little bit. And now
but then you swallowed it.
Evil Snowman, yeah.
So we got totally off the topic that we said we were going to talk about.
Yeah, totally.
I brought up Kelly Preston and it took us
Yeah,
way
see what
off.
you did there, you son of a bitch?
She is hot.
We'll save that for the last
She was
segment.
hot, though.
Yeah, Kelly Preston was hot. Monica Potter is hot, too. And
Yeah.
she's done quite a bit on television. She's, big on TV.
She was in one of the...
Patch Adams.
she was in one of the James Patterson movies, like the Along Came a Spider kind of thing.
Yeah, she was in Along Came a Spider, yeah.
Was it Along Came a Spider?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was a good movie.
I like that. That was a good flick. And Ashley Judd doesn't do a whole lot anymore.
She does a lot for me.
She does. She's pretty hot.
Actually,
Out of the Judds,
she's kind of done the plastic surgery thing, and it's kind of.
She really haven't seen her lately, but when she
but
was back in the day when she was getting naked
Double
all the time.
Jeopardy.
Oh yeah.
God, she looks so good.
She's like the poor man's Diane Lane.
Yeah, not bad. And she was always the woman in perils. You were always pulling for her in the movie. Shit was always bad. Shit was always happening.
Yeah, she was taking roles from Jennifer Lopez at that time.
They were trading off. You want to do this one? Yeah, okay, I'll do this one. You do the next one.
You do enough. I'll do the next one. Okay, cool.
You do enough. I'll do Double Jeopardy, and then we'll switch it around. Yeah.
That's really what you just did a shit ton of the same movie. Let's do 5 movies the same until they stop making money, and then we'll do something else.
She's married to an IndyCar driver. Dennis Franciotti or something. I'm not a car racing guy, but anyway. But, yeah, I miss old Ashley Judd. She used to make good movies, but Bug, I think, was the last movie I saw of hers, and that was not that good a movie.
I heard it was entertaining to some people, but not to most. So, let's see what Ashley Judd is up to lately. Ashley Judd, what have you been in? Nothing. Oh, she's in that new Divergent movie, which is coming out, which is based on a bunch of teen books, which is a big deal. Olympus Has Fallen, which I did not see. Missing TV series. Dolphin Tale. Oh, family movie. Flypaper. Tooth Fairy. I saw that one, unfortunately, because I have kids.
Yeah.
Crossing Over. A bunch of crap. Bug.
She's in a movie right before Bug, and Scott Wilson was in it, too. He played her dad.
The Lovely or Come Early Morning?
Come Early Morning. It's got Laura Prepon in it, too.
I don't know. Let's see. Now, Laura Prepon was
hot.
Yeah, I always thought she was hotter than Mila Kunis during 70s show.
Yeah.
And then Mila Kunis kind of came into her own later.
Right,
So.
but Laura Prepon's got boobs.
And she does show them in that TV show.
Yeah, but she's not even on anymore.
New Black. Yeah. She was on like 2 episodes. And
got naked, and that's all I needed to see.
Yep, thank you for that.
You looking up that Come Early Morning?
I'm looking it up, yeah. I love Laura Prepon's in it, yeah.
And Scott Wilson. He plays her dad.
Tim Blake Nelson. I like him. He's a good actor. He does a lot of good stuff, Scott Wilson, yeah.
Hopefully, we're going to be meeting Scott Wilson.
If we do get to meet Scott Wilson, we'll definitely talk to him about. I'm gonna ask him about Ninth Configuration because that movie blew me away when I was a kid.
I'm going to ask him about Leslie Vernon. Did we review Leslie? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Leslie Vernon. That was a good flick. I enjoyed it.
I liked it too. I'm liking the cigar. It's a lot more mellow than I was expecting, but it's very tasty.
It is. It reminds me of the La Traviata.
It's a little chocolate
a lot,
bomb. A little chocolate bomb. Really.
It's like I would equate it to what Pedro said the other day. It's a very cakey kind of chocolate cake cigar. Yeah.
Pairs well with this Tangle Ridge Canadian whiskey. It really does. Good.
Pairs pretty well with the Tomatin Legacy as well.
Nice.
That's changed since I had the first dram of it. It's actually I'm starting to like it a little better because I like the Tomatin 12. It's got a little more caramelly flavor to it. This one has less of the caramel, but it's also got some sweetness to it. But I'm getting that little citrusy tinge that they were saying it had. So that's pretty cool.
That marshmallowy stuff.
Yeah, very When I first smelled it, it just smelled like marshmallows. That's the first thing I got. I was
toasted
like,
marshmallows.
Like So yeah, good budget Scotch. Tomatin.
Not bad. Okay, so the next segment we're going to discuss guilty pleasure bands. So be thinking of your guilty pleasure bands while we're smoking
we admit
more.
To these, unfortunately.
The reason why we got to there was Asia was playing on the iPod earlier.
Yeah,
you know how I know you're gay?
We'll be right back. All right. We're back for the last third of the CAO Evil Snowman. Yeah. We kind of hate out for a second.
Yep.
So
I think he's a Texas boy. We like.
Yeah, we like Texas people. Yeah.
Very tasty cigar.
Nice ash on it.
I've almost caught up to you. You're still a little ahead of me.
Thank you. Thanko? I'm just making up words at this point. Haven't had that many of these. Thank you, Nikon Nut, for providing the beautiful cigar here. Very, very tasty.
It's not the Kodak Kid.
No, he's not the Kodak Kid.
Okay. It's a good cigar. It's not very strong, but it's well, the retrohale is. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, the retrohale's all spice, but it's got a lot of flavor, a lot of body.
But just when you're smoking it, it's just a lot of body, a lot of flavor, not very complex, although it does change a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still just getting cocoa and pepper.
Yeah, cocoa, pepper, and leather for me. So tasty. 3 things I like in a cigar.
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I would smoke this again.
Yeah, for sure. And I will, because I have 3 more. No, I don't. These are the last 2. You only sent me 2! No! But we have the Angry Santa.
Angry Santa.
Which is the non-Maduro version.
Wasn't that a Billy Bob Thornton movie? No, I'm joking.
No, that's Bad Santa. Badder Santa.
Santa was the
director's
unrated
cut
stuff, yeah.
Which I actually liked. I thought that movie was fun.
It was fun.
I liked it.
John Ritter. One of his last performances.
True story. He's a guilty pleasure of mine. I like John Ritter.
I don't know if he's guilty pleasure. He was
Not
great.
A lot of people like that. A lot of people rag on John Ritter.
I know. He was a poor man's Dick Van Dyke to me. I mean, he had that physical comedy down. I mean, some of the stuff on Three's Company that he pulled off was
I think he was a little deeper than a lot of people give him credit for as far as an actor. I liked the movie Skin Deep a lot. I thought that was a great movie, great performance. The Dark
Vibrator was one of the funny scenes.
But I mean, even then, just he has that moment where he's sitting at the bar and he's confessing that he's addicted to sex and he's crying and stuff. I was like, damn, that was.
There's a movie. I don't even know what the fuck this movie was. Couldn't tell you, but it was a TV movie, and he plays his wife dies, and all I saw of this whole movie was him at her grave, and he says something to the effect of, "Can you please stay out of my dreams?" And it got me. I was like, oh, and I was just a kid. I was like, oh, he lost his wife, and he's so hurt. He's telling her, stay out of my dreams. I try to forget you. And I just saw that one scene, and it was just like, wow, he's a good actor, too. I didn't think about that, but he was great. So guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures.
Guilty
That's
pleasure
the topic
bands.
of the hour.
Yes.
20
okay.
minutes. Guilty pleasure music. Everybody has their guilty pleasure music. Stuff that you either liked when you were a kid and you're afraid to admit you like it now and you still listen to it occasionally, or stuff that you liked and you don't want to admit it at all.
Or that if somebody broke into your car, you'd be ashamed if
yeah.
they found what
It's
you
the equivalent of when you go to a party, people want to do the iPod thing.
Yeah.
Let's see what you have on your iPod. That's embarrassing. Yeah, So what are some guilty pleasure bands for you?
It's well known I'm a big Air Supply fan. I've even seen them in concert. Great harmonies, great melodies. I just like them. I mean, although that being said, Every Woman in the World and Even the Nights Are Better are 2 of the worst songs in the history of the planet. I acknowledge that, but I like a lot of their stuff. We're both fans of Hall & Oates, and a lot of rock people hate Hall & Oates. Oh, they're fucking gay. They're fucking good. It's like, no, they're good.
And Daryl Hall's a hell of a blues singer, man.
Yeah, they had good harmonies as well, catchy melodies. Private Eyes played the other day, and I was just like, God, I hadn't heard this song in so long. It's a great song.
Yeah.
I like Asia.
I like Asia too. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Asia.
What are some of yours?
Well, I've got a couple from I grew up as a child of the 70s and the 80s, so I've got the 70s stuff that I like is mostly rock and roll stuff. But once it got into the 80s, I turned the dark turn to the pop stuff.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite bands in the 80s growing up was Wang Chung, and I got into them before they really hit with the Everybody Wang Chung Tonight thing. So that was really when they jumped the shark for me. I stopped listening at that point, but I really loved the album Points on the Curve. I thought it was very well written, great pop, just really good. They had a lot of, they did story songs where it was like, it was not just a song about nothing, which a lot of the 80s stuff was like. And I was a big fan of Howard Jones because his was all inspirational, happy, fun stuff. It was like, you didn't see that. All the 80s stuff was like, let's death and Blur, Depeche Mode, and Morrissey was all about killing yourself and
the Dead Kennedys and all that
kind
of stuff.
There wasn't a whole lot of happy stuff in the 80s. And I liked Howard Jones and Wang Chung, man.
What's that one song that Howard Jones did?
Howard Jones, I don't listen to anymore. I tried. I really tried. I can't.
It's that keyboardist song. It's a ballad. It was a big hit.
Oh, he had the no one, the one that Phil Collins did. He did the version that was on the album, and then he did the version with Phil Collins, and that was the one that hit. No One Is to Blame or something.
Yeah, I like that song. That's a good song. But I loved Men at Work in the 80s. I thought they were great.
I loved Men at Work.
And like Who Can It Be Now and Overkill. I mean, those are great songs.
That guy's solo stuff is really good. Colin Hayes, he's a good artist.
I liked. I was never a big heavy metal guy, but I did like some of the hair bands. I liked Poison and Bon Jovi. And,
I did too, yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
I never was really into Motley Crue, but I did like some of their songs.
I like Motley Crue, yeah.
And Rat.
I liked Rat until I saw them live, and they sucked. They were fucking horrible live.
Okay,
and there's no excuse, Rat, because Bon Jovi played right before you, and they were fucking awesome.
And they're still around, and they're still
whoever
relevant.
your tech was, the guy, they played the first couple songs, there was feedback, and the lead singer like fucking threw the mic down and walked off.
Really?
And the stage
Oh,
went
you
black
told me that story, yeah.
for like a couple minutes, and then they came back and they did some more, and it still was, and they just went the rest of the concert, but it sounded like ass. It was horrible.
Right. Okay, back to the true form of guilty pleasure.
Okay.
I liked Wham.
Yeah, I liked
Wham.
Yeah.
I think George Michael has a great voice.
He's a great singer. Yeah,
he's a great,
really
and he's got some soul
singer,
for an English gay guy. He really has a lot of soul in his voice when he wants to.
Okay, so I worked at a record store and a video store. I was doing 2 jobs in high school, and the record store, both those stores got me laid because chicks like records and chicks like movies. So that was great for me. But one of the things I would get every month, they put out an album from the UK, and it was all the UK hits. So it was actually a record with a book, and it had like write-ups on all the bands that were presented that month, and you had the record. And it was great because I was finding out about all these bands really before anybody else did. And they had a Wham song in there, and it was Wham doing their version of a disco song called Love Machine.
Okay.
I'm just a love machine. Yeah. But it was there. I was like, this is a great cover. Right, it was really awesome. It was just totally different than anything I'd heard at that time. They were kind of bringing the disco thing back. Right. And I loved that. I loved Haircut 100, which I thought was really kind of kitschy, kind of fun. I don't know what you call that. I don't even know what the hell Haircut 100 was. But
my dad was watching. My fan. It was on. I don't know who was watching it, but it was Casey Kasem's American Top 10, the TV version, not the radio version where you get the top 40.
Yeah.
And I just heard this song, that Jitterbug, and I'm like, just that beat and everything. I was like, what is this song? And I come in there and they look so gay. It's so cheesy. But that song stuck in my head, and I kept singing "Wake Me Up Before You Go" all freaking day. And even to this day, I like that song, even though you're not supposed to. Guys.
Yeah. There's a lot of guilty pleasure bands, and people know this. And there's a list on here from Rolling Stone, top 25 undisputed guilty pleasure bands. Let's start at the bottom. 25. Britney Spears.
Okay. I do like Oops, I Did It Again and Hit Me Baby One More Time. Those are catchy tunes. I like both of those songs.
Yeah, and I liked her when she was the cute squirrel girl. That was, and then she got kind of weird looking. But
she's still kind of hot, though. She had that phase where she didn't look great, but now she's back to looking good.
Hall & Oates is number 24,
wow,
which we just talked about. Air Supply is 23.
Right. Okay.
Kansas is 22.
I like Kansas.
Yeah, which I don't think that's a guilty pleasure band. They were pretty good.
You're my boy, Blue.
ELO is more of a guilty pleasure band to me. Lionel Richie's 21.
Okay.
20 is Poison.
Okay.
19, REO Speedwagon.
I love REO Speedwagon.
Yeah, I dig REO Speedwagon. 18, Wham.
Wham. Okay. God, my whole list is. Did I write this list?
Yeah, right. 17, America.
I kind of like America.
16, Kelly Clarkson.
Kind of like Kelly Clarkson too. Damn it.
15, Simply Red, which they had like one
what
hit.
Was the one hit? I know it's
Holding Back the Years or whatever.
I don't even like that song.
14, Eddie Money.
I kind of like Eddie Money.
I love the commercial he did. That was great.
That was great.
He's
that was
able
awesome.
to make fun of himself.
Yeah.
13, Sticks. I love Sticks.
I love Sticks too.
I saw Dennis DeYoung at the concert over here in Allen recently, and he's
got a great voice.
Awesome.
He's got a great voice.
He still sounded great.
Good.
The band was awesome. 12, Motley Crue, which I was a big Motley Crue fan until they jumped the shark. 11, the Monkees.
Love the Monkees.
Yep.
The Monkees had some of the greatest songwriters of the 60s writing. They had Neil Diamond, Carole King. I mean, they had great songwriters writing for them. So their songs were great. Yeah, Neil Diamond's biggest hit that he ever wrote was I'm a Believer for the Monkees.
Yep.
And he had a legendary career, but his biggest song is I'm a Believer for the Monkees.
That's crazy. 10, New Edition. I was never
a New Edition
fan.
fan.
9.
Ronnie, Robbie, Ricky, and Mike. Okay, sorry.
But that's where what's his name? Not Chris Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown, the other
one who
wife
killed
beater
Whitney
guy.
Houston.
Yeah, the other guy, the other asshole. Number 9, Bon Jovi. Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, me too.
Guilty as charged. Number 8, Bread.
Kind of didn't hate Bread.
They
were boring as hell,
yeah,
but their songs were somewhat.
You said you saw them live, and it was like, sucked the life out of a
concert.
No, it was
America.
Oh, America. Okay, yeah.
And the only reason America sucked was because Blue Oyster Cult, then the Guess Who.
Yeah. So it's like rock, and then America.
And you're like, oh.
Been to the desert with the horse. It's like, what the fuck?
If they'd have opened, it would have been the greatest concert I'd been to.
Yeah. Number 7, Foreigner, which I like.
Foreigner.
Cold
as Ice is such a great song.
Yeah, the first couple up to Foreigner 4 is a great band, and then I think a lot of the bands in the 80s.
They had to come up with their big power ballad.
Well, yeah, they became. I called it wuss rock.
Yeah.
They turned into wuss rock, and Styx did it, Foreigner did it, all those bands, Chicago did it. They all turned into wuss rock because they had to have their power ballads, and then it became all about the power ballad. That's all they did after that.
Yeah.
Foreigner they were there. I want to know what love. Fuck you and your. I want to know what love is. Boston's number 6.
I like Boston.
Chicago's number 5. Old Chicago is fantastic.
Early 70s Chicago.
Horn section, fucking awesome.
Yeah, man.
Number 4, ABBA. Never a fan.
I like ABBA. I like ABBA.
Number 3, Journey. Love Journey.
Love Journey.
Number 2, ELO.
I like ELO.
And number 1, Rush. And
So
I
Lionel
like
Richie
Rush.
makes the list, but like Barry Manilow? Or
Yeah, not Barry Manilow, yeah.
I like Barry Manilow.
That's not considered a guilty pleasure. People like Barry Manilow. I don't know. It's
weird.
Yeah.
Neil Diamond, I guess, is guilty pleasure. Although, you know what? I read an article in Rolling Stone a few years ago, and it said there's a revisionist history being written about people like Barry Manilow and Neil Diamond, that people thought of them as guilty pleasures, but their careers have lasted so long, and they actually write their own stuff, that it's kind of like, yeah, we kind of been picking on them for a long time. Let's give them their props. So maybe that's why they don't make the list.
I mean, are these guys in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Neil Diamond's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
There you go. That just shows you right there, legitimized.
Yeah, exactly. And he had no less than Paul Simon induct him. And if you know Paul Simon, he doesn't like anybody.
Yeah, Paul Simon.
So for Paul Simon to induct you means he's got some respect for you. But yeah, so guilty pleasure stuff. My theory is I'm much more critical of movies, and I want movies to be the way I want them to be.
Yeah.
They don't have to be what everyone else wants them to be. They have to be what I want them to be, period. But I won't rip you. If you like a movie and I don't, I won't rip you for it.
Yeah.
But music, I've always just been like, it's an art. It's fun. It's supposed to be happy, or it's sad. It's supposed to create an emotion in you in some way, shape, or form. Whether it makes you want to dance, or makes you miss your girlfriend, or makes you miss your truck if you're country music or something.
Music,
So I'm much more lenient on music, and like hell, I liked 20 of those 25 bands that you just mentioned. So I'm much more gentle on music as far as how I grade people.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what's going to be the guilty pleasures for for our kids. My daughter going to be like, oh, Lady Gaga's a guilty pleasure,
Yeah, I don't know, maybe,
Madonna is considered
I
a guilty pleasure now, I think, because she's kind of past her prime.
But you know what, Madonna
trying to
has
hold on.
What a career. I mean, she's the female Elvis as far as just longevity of career, a pop culture icon. I mean, people dressed like Elvis. People dressed like Madonna.
Yeah. Madonna's big mistake is she's trying to grasp that.
Well, she's still trying to be a teeny.
I mean, she did the stuff with Miley, and she did the stuff with Britney, and she's just trying to hold on to that. And it's like, just pass the torch, like Schwarzenegger did in the Rundown with The Rock. Just pass the torch.
Yeah, just accept age gracefully and move on, and people will respect you for that.
I'm waiting for Madonna's album to come out with all the the standards and stuff. That's what I'm waiting for.
Her American Songbook.
Like Robert Palmer is a guilty pleasure for me. I love the power. Duran Duran, guilty pleasure for me.
I kind of like Duran Duran too.
And when Duran Duran split up and they did Arcadia and Power Station was like, holy shit, this is really great. Robert Palmer, I liked Robert Palmer already with Doctor and stuff like that, and they went Andy's shredding on the guitar and it was funky. I'm great drums. I'm this is awesome, And then Robert Palmer started doing his own thing, and then he went to the standards and stuff, and I'm what the fuck? He jumped the shark quick. But.
Yeah. Well, okay, I was never a big Duran fan in the 80s. The Rio and that kind of stuff. I mean, they were okay. They served their purpose, but you only played them when you had a chick with you.
Yeah.
But in the 90s, they did that one album that had Ordinary World. And
that was a great album.
Yeah. God, that album was awesome. I wore that album out. I played that over and over and over.
They had a really good comeback. I really think that they became songwriters, and they were just really doing pop. I mean, you listen to New Moon on Monday, and, that song makes no fucking sense at all. I mean, they were the epitome of shitty pop music in the 80s that had no meaning, you know?
Yeah.
And they've come back from that, and they started writing songs.
And that album in the 90s was awesome. I swear to God, I played that thing over and over and over again. But, so guilty pleasures are fun. And, I don't really have guilty pleasure movies, but I certainly have artists and music that I really...
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's cyclical. I go through phases where I want to hear that stuff, and I'll get it, and I'll put it on my phone, and, then I'll listen to it for a couple of weeks, and I'll be like, that sucks, and I'll just take it off.
And then there's stuff that, if it's played at a party, I'll like it, no matter what it... I don't have Village People stuff. But if somebody plays a Village People song at a party, well, hell yeah, you got to get up and have fun. Or Casey and the Sunshine Band or something like that, It's it's fun party music. So just to get up and embrace it instead of sitting in the corner going, that song sucks.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. Shake your booty. Let's get up and shake our booties. Let's go. What the fuck? Who cares?
Yeah.
But, would I put that in my car and ever listen to it? No, fuck no. No. But, it is what it is, and it's fun.
Yep, I agree.
When you're at a party, you let a lot of things slide, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you get drunk.
And laid. Drunk and laid.
When you get hammered, you're going to get some. I love Duran Duran. Let's play some songs. Which one makes you want to fuck?
Her name is Rio. What does that
I will
mean?
sing some Duran Duran on karaoke.
It's just like that river flowing through the dusty land. I mean, some of the lyrics in there
Yeah,
are
I
so
know.
stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Their lyrics were like, okay, we got this great song. Let's come up with some lyrics. Well, this doesn't make sense. Who cares? It fucking rhymes. Just put it together, you know.
I would name
exactly
the
what
kid
they were
Rio
doing.
Grande.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I know, it's stupid.
Hajime.
Yeah. Hajime. Yep.
All right, so we are at the end of this bad boy. I am, right, at the
Tasty cigar.
nubbing phase, and very, very tasty. Like he said, probably not a complex cigar by any stretch of the imagination, but it's got a lot of flavor. You know, it's just a flavor
chocolate bomb. It
yeah,
really is
it's
a
very
chocolate
much
bomb.
chocolate bomb, yeah.
And,
a lot of spice. That retro hell will burn you
Yeah,
out.
it will. It kind of has that hot chocolate kind of taste to it. It really does. But I would smoke this again. I mean, if we had more time right now and you had another one, I'd say let's fire another one
Yeah.
up. It's a good
What's
cigar.
funny is how the naming convention for these doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Why they made the Maduro the snowman?
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense.
Why they? Yeah. Okay, whatever. But,
Well, just a real
yeah.
quick side note: we had a friend that had a dog that was black, and they named it Cotton.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
there
we had
you
a
go.
dog named Candy, and that's why they named it Cotton. So it'd be like Cotton Candy.
Candy
but still,
cane.
but Candy King. But yeah, black dog named Cotton.
Yep.
Oh well. So yeah, so Maduro.
Whatever, yeah.
Whatever.
So check us out at all the regular places you can find us. The full episodes are going to be on iTunes, Spreaker, Podomatic, iHeartRadio. Give us the heart and the likes there, and it just helps us to reach more people. Give us those iTunes reviews. You really need the iTunes
Definitely do
reviews.
some
5-star
iTunes.
reviews.
You guys stepped up on the YouTube subscriptions, so
Yeah,
now help us out on the
Step
iTunes.
up on the iTunes, and it'll help more people find us, and we can spread the gospel about cigars. We just like getting the word out there about them, and us.
And us, because we're awesome. We're badass to the bone.
That's right.
To the bone.
Who's going to smoke these but us?
Exactly.
And other people who buy them.
And people that buy cigars and smoke them.
Yummy. So, and also YouTube,
Twitter,
Facebook, yeah, all those places, yeah. So, as always, been great smoking with you, Randy.
See you later, Brandon.
See you later, Randy.